What do you do if your A1C values are high? And that is what I recommend that you do. And you will understand why I recommend what I recommend. First of all, keep living the same lifestyle that you are living till that day. Do not change your diet, do not change your exercise regimen, do not change anything. And for 2 days, only 2 days, check your sugar 8 times in one day. That will be surprising, but I will tell you why. Do a fasting sugar, do a blood sugar test, a blood glucose test 2 hours after eating breakfast. Then do a test before eating lunch and 2 hours after eating lunch. Then do a test before eating dinner and 2 hours after eating dinner. That is 6 tests. So before breakfast, 2 hours after breakfast, before lunch, 2 hours after lunch, before dinner, 2 hours after dinner. 6 tests. 7th test is you do the blood sugar when you are going to sleep. And the 8th test is you wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning if you can and check your sugar. Only for 2 days. Why we need all these tests? These tests will tell that on a 24-hour basis where your sugars are. It will give a graphic presentation. It will give a line as to whether your sugars are going high before dinner, after dinner, at night, early in the morning, and all of them have significance. I give you an example. If your sugars are high after eating any meal and 2 hours after eating any meal and before that they were normal, then probably you are eating a meal which is very high in sugar content, and that is causing the sugars to rise significantly, and that is causing the high A1C in turn. And managing your diet through the dietitian will manage this high A1C. On the other hand, if your sugars are high before eating a meal, say before dinner, that means you need to add some more medication. Your doctor need to add some more medication to take care of that high sugar reading. And the same is true for before lunch and after lunch. If your sugars are very high after lunch, means your lunch need to be managed. Compared to that, if your sugars before lunch were high, then your medication need to be managed too. If your sugar values are very low in the night at 3 o'clock or something, 3-4 o'clock, that can cause a rebound rise in the morning. Say your blood sugar went down to 60 or something at 3 o'clock at night. Normally you won't even come to know it, but your body will respond, push sugar out in the blood, and in the morning your sugar could be running 200. And just if you look at 200, one will be tempted to add more medication, but really at night your sugars are going dangerously low. This is called Somogyi effect, and to make sure it is not there, it is a good idea to check your sugars for 2 days, as I said. Once you are armed with those 8 readings for 2 days, that is 16 readings, you can go to your doctor and you can look for yourself actually, or you can go to your doctor and your nutritionist and see where the values are high, and then you can take the appropriate action to head off that spikes in the blood sugar reading. If you do it on a regular basis, suppose you came to know your pre-dinner readings were high and your post-dinner readings were high, then the doctor will add some medication to take care of that high reading. Maybe whatever insulin or whatever tablet you are taking, he will change the dose or he will change the times to see that that spike is removed. When you have spike at one place, you may be getting low sugars at the other end, say in the morning your sugars may be running low, so he may just move the medication from one meal to the other. So all that can only be done when there is an information available as to when the sugar readings are going high, when they are normal, when they are low. Suppose your pre-lunch sugar is normal and your post-lunch sugar after 2 hours is very high. What you need to do is talk to the nutritionist and manage your food in a way that those peaks in your sugar can be removed. We will be talking in another presentation about glycemic index of the food, glycemic content of the food, and all those need to be addressed to avoid those peaks, to avoid high A1C values. I hope you understood why we need 8 values during 2 days. I know nobody recommends it, but that is the best way, because you even yourself can see as to what interventions may be needed to better control your diabetes. Now, once you have changed your regimen, do not repeat an A1C test at least for 6 weeks, because the effect won't come. It's a very slow process to form A1C. So suppose your values were 8 or 9 and you changed in compliance, in accordance with your doctor's instruction, your medication, in compliance with your dietitian, your food, you started maybe exercising as per your doctor's instruction, then wait for 6 weeks before you repeat an A1C test, because it takes at least that much time to start seeing the effect. If your A1C was normal, you repeat it every 3 to 6 months. If it was abnormal, you need to repeat it more frequently till it comes back to the normal range. It is essential that as a diabetic, your A1C should be normal, because a high A1C corresponds with all those complications that I mentioned, and the higher the A1C, the more the chance of all those complications that I talked about.